start things.
I am Joe Rockstar, and I am also hungover. Holy shit. That wife's birthday party got a little fucking crazy last night.
Oh, boy.
Welcome to another installment of Broken Filter Live. I got my man, the legend.
Hi there, I'm Shooter McGavin. Nice to meet you.
Shooter McGavin Jonesy on the opposing microphone. We're coming at you pre-recorded because I got some concert tickets for the live show. I'm going to see Volbeat, which is supposed to be very
you tried to get me into those guys, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And it didn't take. Jonesy's not a Volbeat fan. But I am, and I'm going to see him Tuesday, so we're pre-recorded. Doesn't mean we don't have a good show for you. Besides the hangover, I'll try to push through it. We have stickers. Email me at joerockstar@brokenfilter.net. You get stickers. I'll mail them to you. Let me know. Listen to our podcast on iTunes, Broken Filter Live. We also have our YouTube channel, Broken Filter Live, Facebook, Broken Filter Live, Twitter at Broken Filter 1. And if you didn't order T-shirts with us, fuck you. But if you did, they should be coming out sometime soon because
many thanks to you.
The Kickstarter campaign was a success. And we are going to be getting the money in the next 5 to 7 business days, according to the bank. And then we will be getting the shirts made up and sending them out. So, that's that. We got a very streamlined show for you this week. We got random thoughts, weird sex. We're going to do a lot of news. We've been short on the news, so we're going to do a lot of news today.
I'm comparing this episode to like a base model Chevy Nova.
Yeah.
You know, like... It's not going to be a fully loaded sunroof leather, but
yeah, we don't have the leather seats today.
It's going to be a good goddamn car.
Yeah, no, it's going to be. We're going to have a great show. Fuck it, Chevy Nova is just as good. Get you from point A to point B. No, Chevy Nova did not do well in Spain because Nova means doesn't go.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
And yeah, in Latin American countries too, it didn't sell. They're like, why won't the Chevy Nova sell in a country? Oh, God, I figured it out. All right. Let's get right into things. We have random thoughts.
Random thoughts.
All right, here's my random thought. I'm going to start it. Actually, I started off last week. You want to shoot? You want to shoot for it this week?
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead. Jonesy started off for you.
All right, so I'm sure if you're a loyal listener to the show that you've noticed I just got a new job recently. Okay, thank you. A little applause. So I got this new job and. My boss is really old school, you know, and there's something I really appreciate about that because he's from the old neighborhood. Like, he's a 75-year-old Irish guy, about 6'8". He's got about 10 kids. You know, walks around. Hey, he's a big tough guy from way back when, like the World War II era, right? So we talk quite a bit. Like once in a while, he'll bring me out to lunch, and he's like, "Come on, young fella, let's go to lunch and get a corned beef sandwich." I'm like,
Can't say no to that.
You can't say no, but he always buys, and he's a good conversationalist. But one of the things he always goes down this road. He's a neoconservative, you know, and one of the things he always goes down this road of, you know, what's wrong with this country today is morality. Mm-hmm. It's a sense of morality, and he keeps harping on this same fact over and over again that somehow, as a society, we're so corrupted that we're just like. The standards are falling, and there's this degradation and cats and dogs living together, you know? But, you know, I don't really believe in that so much. You know, I feel like it's very easy to use that as a scapegoat and be like, oh, yeah, it's morality. But, you know, here's a couple of very simple facts. Economically, our country has some major challenges coming down the road. And we have to re-examine our...
Coming down the road?
Well, right now, it's extreme
currently,
challenges.
Yeah.
I mean, and we have trouble across seas. We have trouble in a number of different areas. But in my personal opinion... I think that morality has never been stronger in this country.
Yeah?
I feel like, if anything, we should be extremely proud of where we've come from. Because from his school, you know, back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, I mean, there were people, you know, New York City, half of New York City was burned down. There were people burning crosses on people's front lawns, dragging homosexuals from the back of pickup trucks, and fucking, you know, drawing swastikas on synagogues. Yeah. Not a whole lot of that these days. You know? I mean, with the Catholic Church, I mean, I think everyone kind of kept into their hat, like, is morality keeping quiet when Catholic priests are fondling children and ruining lives? And
my God.
I mean, is it morality when child abuse and elderly abuse and beating children were at all-time highs in the 70s and 80s?
Uh-huh.
Are those things that we should be hearkening back to as, a call to morality, to reinvent? To me, that sounds like a fucking awful fucking idea.
Yeah.
And today, we've taken enormous measures for inclusion. I mean, there are bills now like, gay marriage is passed, women's equality.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, women don't have to be afraid of tyrants fucking, snapping their panties on the way to the water cooler anymore. We just become legalized. I mean, I feel like as a society, morally, we are really reaching towards a higher plane here. And I think it's a very easy thing to be like, oh yeah, it's fucking morality. But, do you have any thoughts on that, Joe, or is that something you've?
I'm pretty I'm pretty hungover, so I'm just letting you take the reins on that thought.
Well, as long as I have the reins, I'll get on my soapbox for a minute.
Yeah.
The one place where we do have to increase our morality is with our soldiers.
Yeah. Okay.
There's nothing more important than really, because our soldiers, what they've done, they basically went to a war they knew was very 9/11 driven, and these people, when you think about the World War II theaters, the American Revolution theater, okay, they would see action in a 2-year term. They would see action maybe once every couple of weeks or every 3 weeks. Our soldiers in Afghanistan and Iraq saw action once a day, fucking twice a day, intense firefights. And they're coming back here. There are 22 suicides a day, and the VA is not helping them. And I'm just so ashamed of how our society has treated the American soldier. And I feel like we should really reach for morality in that arena.
Yeah, Jonesy. Smoked pot. That's a morality. That's a morality booster.
What our soldiers sacrifice on a yearly basis is appalling. For $25,000 a year, they're going out there and taking .50 caliber and sweeping neighborhoods and stuff like that. You've got to separate yourself from your soul for that shit, and they're not getting any help when they come back. It's a disgrace. It's all
right. So Jonesy's random thought is morality's high. It's high and it's good.
Our society has come. The evolution has never stopped moving forward with our morality. Good. It really hasn't. I feel like it's twice where it should have been at this stage. Believe it or not.
My random thought's a little bit more ridiculous and lighthearted. All right. Here's my random thought. I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 in the theaters Thursday night, the opening night or the preview night, and I liked the movie. I didn't love the movie. I liked the movie. It's not phenomenal. It's not as good as Captain America 2. It's pretty good. I mean, it's enjoyable. And my random thought is, what is with everybody jumping on the bandwagon saying movies suck?
Oh yeah.
Like, why does everything suck? Oh, that sucked. Oh, this sucked. Fuck that movie. It sucked. Oh, Transformers 4 is gonna suck. They're gonna ruin Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's gonna suck. Like, whatever happened to just being a moviegoer and enjoying the experience and going there with normal expectations, seeing Spider-Man 2. Like, all right, I know what I'm getting. I've seen the previews. They're trying to squeeze in 3 villains. I know it's gonna be a little bit, a little too much going on.
We understand the formula that's about to get laid out.
Yeah, they're money makers.
Yeah.
But I mean, comic books have a lot of shit going on in them. You try to make it into a movie. That's awesome. But what people have these high expectations of these movies. They're like, oh, no, it sucked if it doesn't reach their expectations. I'm so easily entertained.
It's so easy to get on that negative train.
Oh,
it's
the negative train on the movies, man. And don't get me wrong, there are movies that suck.
Oh yeah.
But Amazing Spider-Man 2 is not one of them. But I'm seeing all these scathing reviews on Facebook and the internet, and like, oh, it is like the worst thing that ever happened. Like, no, it isn't. No, it isn't. Did you not see the Tobey Maguire freaking black suited Spider-Man, Spider-Man 3? Ooh, that one was pretty rough.
It was a stinker.
Oh man, that was pretty rough. They really screwed up Venom. I mean, Topher Grace's Venom was just that was a. They dropped the ball on that one, but they're gonna reboot the Venom concept. They're actually they fucking shit the bed with the Venom. But yeah, that's my random thought. The bad movie bandwagon, man. Why is everyone jumping on the bandwagon saying everything sucks?
I know it's.
Just enjoy life.
It's so simple, just go in there with an open. Why,
Go escape your life for an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours, and whatever you were gonna be doing, was probably not as good as what you were doing in that movie theater, eating popcorn and drinking a soda.
And
you know,
not to mention that, if you don't mind me getting back on my high horse for just a minute.
sure.
You know, I feel like the quality of the questions you ask yourself on a daily basis translates into how good your life is. You know, so I feel like the same people that say, "Oh, that's gonna fucking suck. I know it." You know that bleeds into other parts of their life too. You know, which just makes for a
I bet you this fucking dinner is gonna suck.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to P.F. Chang's again? Fuck! Those pot stickers tasted like garbage.
Speaking of P.F. Chang's, I could go for some... Oh, man.
You don't want to hear that right now, do you?
That is not the best soundbite for a hangover, I'll tell you that. All right, wow. We're going to move forward from the random thoughts?
Yo, Joe, what is your favorite Chinese food?
Like, actual specific order? Like what I would order?
Yeah,
or?
like, what is your number one go-to?
Oh, man, I like so much of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could do General Tso's. I could do chicken and broccoli. For the first time ever, when I was with you at P.F. Chang's, when we went with my family, what did they give us for free? They accidentally made they
gave us the Come of Sung Young Guy, didn't they?
Come of Sung Young Guy, no.
No?
The Mongolian beef. Remember they gave us a free Mongolian beef?
They did, yeah.
That shit was delicious.
That was solid. Yo,
oh, can we just say
Mongolian beef is serious, yeah.
Yeah, can we just say something really quick? I don't know how they fucked my wife's order up. She said they fucking brought her 3 different things before they got it right.
Yeah.
I felt so bad. Like she was like, "Can I have Mugu Gai Pan?" The guy shows up with Mongolian beef. She's like, "Not even close."
And I'm sitting there with my lobster bib on. I haven't eaten in fucking like 12 hours with a fork and knife.
And you don't want to be rude and like eat.
Yeah.
Because the other person's got to wait for their food, but you're like, "I love you, honey, but this chicken and broccoli ain't gonna eat itself." You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just because one person has to go down doesn't mean everyone else has to go down with them.
Understood.
Yeah, P.F. Chang shit the bed last time we went there. All right, let's do weird sex laws of America. Weird sex laws of America.
I live in America. I feel good.
All right, we've done multiple segments of weird sex laws from around the country, and I've found some more to share with you. So here we go. In Massachusetts, what happens at the rodeo stays at the rodeo. No having sex with rodeo clowns in the presence of horses is a Massachusetts law. Rodeo clowns. You can bang them out, just not around the horses. I don't know. Isn't that a ridiculous sex law? That's on the books in Massachusetts.
Was there a huge rodeo community in Massachusetts?
I know, especially I could see Texas. I mean, you don't really think Massachusetts and fucking rodeo. You think like Massachusetts. You think Boston. You think fucking Tom Brady and the Patriots. Fuck that.
Well, I picture a bunch of uptight people with short pants and like a monocle walking around like a cobblestone street. Like, I don't really see them filing into the rodeo pens. Do you?
No. What? Yeah,
maybe they saw it coming down the road and they're like, wait a minute, guys.
I heard the story that happened down in Arkansas, man. We got to make sure that shit does not happen here. All right. What else do we have? It is illegal in Colorado to kiss a sleeping woman.
Oh, no.
Yeah. You can't kiss a sleeping woman. I mean, that's not really a sex law, but it's just strange. Oh, wow. What the hell happened? My computer just bugged out. I just lost all the stuff.
You just lost all of it?
Oh, man. Let's hope not. Give me a second. Sorry. This is just not a good day today. For fuck's sake. We're back. All right. In Alabama, you cannot seduce a woman by means of temptation, deception, arts, flattery, or a promise of marriage. So you can't do anything that you would do to get a woman.
So basically, I've got to leave a trail of Reese's peanut butter cups all the way to my bedroom.
I love how it says you cannot seduce a woman with temptation, deception, flattery. That's how you seduce a woman. That's seduction. You lie to her, you buy her shit, you tell her she's pretty, and then you get the punani on. I mean, is there any other way to do it? There isn't any other way to do it. God damn it, Alabama.
Alabama, wow.
And in Iowa, you can't wink at a pretty lady that you are unacquainted with. So if you don't know her, You can't wink at her. But if she's ugly, I don't know, man. Put a mic on you, Gypsy, if you want to join us. Put a mic on, goddammit.
All right, this one I got to chime in. Yeah, you said a pretty woman. What deems a pretty woman?
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, does the officer come there on? Hold on. You have the criteria. What is known as a Yeti woman. It is allowed.
Yeah, you are disgusting.
Awesome. You give it a
No
wink.
winking. I'm a wink guy. I like doing that.
I know. There's nothing. You know what though? The wink is one of the creepiest fucking things to do.
I think it's fun. I like it.
Oh man, like you imagine standing online at the DMV. He's got some woman like 10 feet away from you. You wink at her. Fucking holy shit. She just shit herself. She's literally gonna be sleeping with her revolver that night because of that one little wink, man.
Yeah, at the DMV, that's definitely scary.
You know what I'm saying? Like line at the deli. You just try to get a turkey sandwich. Some fucking dude with a ponytail and a mustache gives you a wink. You ain't sleeping right for the next week.
Definitely not in the subway.
Oh, God. I was in the subway last night, man. There was just so many things wrong with people on the subway. Oh. I feel like it just attracts the mutants of America or the mutants of New York City. It just sucks them in, man. Holy shit, there's some fucking strange birds down there. All right, what else we got? We got Arkansas adultery is punishable by a fine of $20 to $100. So in Arkansas,
is that right?
Yeah, you can get punished for having sex out of wedlock.
So they make you actually write them a check for $100.
Yeah,
depending on the offense. So if like
so if you cop a blowjob, you get $20 fine. If you throw it in the back door, it's all the way to full $100.
Wow. If you're caught mid pile driver, it's definitely $100, right?
It's definitely $100, man. You're getting a rusty trombone, man. They might have to tack on a double.
A rusty trombone.
So what else we got here? All right. So in Indiana, mustaches are illegal. Mm-hmm.
Mustaches.
Technically, there's a law that says mustaches are not legal in Indiana.
Fascinating.
Yeah. I mean, that's not really a sex law, but I thought that was interesting. All right, what else we got? We have
laws restricting your facial hair.
Yeah.
That means Rosie O'Donnell can never go to Indiana.
Oh,
Outstanding.
See, keep the mic on, man. You're ready to roll. We need all the help we can get today.
Yeah.
Jonesy's good. I'm trying. But I'll tell you, man, a night out in the city with 15 friends.
I'm mad I didn't get an invite, man.
It was my wife's party, so it was...
I know your wife.
Don't worry. I know you met my wife once.
No, I'm definitely riding a horse-drawn carriage down the middle of an expressway.
Well,
right
not for long. You're going to be doing any horse-drawn carriages in Manhattan. They're trying to get rid of them. Fucking
I heard about that, yeah.
Douche. I feel like we went from one douchey mayor to the next, man. What the hell's going on? Anyway, so let's say... Speaking English over here. Men of Alexandria, Minnesota. It is against the law to have sex with your wife if your breath smells of garlic, onions, or sardines.
That's tasty.
So you can't hit the Italian restaurant. What if you both have garlic breath, though? No?
So they must not have those awesome halal stands in that state.
Oh. I had halal for the first time last week. That was delicious.
Dude, it was my first time also.
Oh, God, that shit's delicious.
They wrap it up, and it's like in a big foil thing, and it's got carrots and onions chopped up in there.
I got the mixed plate with everything like just piled in a big plate of, it was like lamb, chicken. Oh, man.
I got it in a big wrap, like in a big pita, full of lamb and chicken and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
That could be good.
And with the hot sauce in there.
Oh, yeah.
Forget about it.
That hot sauce is inferno, man.
Oh, yeah. That's
Holy
no
fucking
joke.
shit, that little fucking thing, that'll blow a hole right through your asshole.
Yeah,
man.
it will.
All right, let's keep moving. We're way off topic today, man. We are not staying in a realm of concentration.
Oh yeah, you like gyros?
Yeah. I'm so hungry too that when you said that, now I'm thinking we should go pick some up. We have a show to do. All right. In Wisconsin, you may not fire a gun while your partner is having an orgasm.
Yeah, I rate that right up there with neck tattoos, though.
What's wrong with neck tattoos?
They should be illegal all
Why?
across the board. I believe that neck tattoos should be absolutely illegal.
There's people here at the studio that have neck tattoos.
Well, I think they should be illegal.
Your personal opinion?
I've got a full fucking I got a 9-week Robert Shapiro defense.
I would say face tattoos. Face tattoos, I think, is just like, what are you doing? What do you think?
You can't tattoo your fucking neck.
Why not?
Yeah,
because you've got to live. Because you've got to.
But what if you're an artist? No, I don't. But what if you're an artist? Like, what if you're not gonna have a fucking job? Like,
but and one day you're gonna be 40 years old and you're gonna have a grandchild.
No, but
you're gonna have somebody that you've got to be an example for, or you've got to.
Yeah, but you got to understand, like, if you're gonna be that like cool uncle that was like an artist, performing artist all their life, like as the nephew, you're gonna be like, oh, that's cool. That's my cool artistic like aunt. Like you're not gonna change as a person. When you're 80, like you're gonna be the same rock star that you were, right, Joe?
I personally would not get a neck tattoo.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you're not gonna change who you are as you get older. Like, you're not gonna regret shit. Like, I don't, unless you had a face.
You are.
No, you're not.
Yes, you are. Listen, people
this
change.
Is the most bigoted and extreme
This isn't bigoted.
view from
No, it's
Jonesy
not.
that I've ever heard. Man.
How is this bigoted?
Not bigoted. It's I can't even say the right words today. Holy
prejudiced.
I mean, yes, prejudiced.
Well, I listen. We change as people every 6 months.
Yeah.
I don't care what you say. Like
I could
when you get a fucking octopus, with a fucking fish T-shirt on your neck, that's not art. It's fucking retarded. I'm sorry. I'm opinionated about this.
All right, let's get back to the weird sex laws. I will agree. I say face tattoos. I saw someone the other day that had it was some chick and she had like a cross on the side of her face, and she was a cute young girl. She was like 19.
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, honey.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Cute little 19-year-old girl, like, oh.
Yeah, because when she goes to her daughter's wedding, she's going to have to stand there with a nice blue dress on and a corsage and a fucking face tattoo.
Yeah, if she even makes it that far. She'll probably be fucking OD on crack at some point in the near future.
Everybody wins when... I'm sorry.
All right, we're stopping. I'm just going to keep going on this before we get... This is a very angry show today.
No, it's not.
In Washington...
It's just spirited.
It's illegal to have sex with a virgin, even on the wedding night.
Ooh.
Exactly. This one's really fucked up. You can never have sex with a virgin.
Why would
in Washington?
This is literally like taking a giant gun with a long barrel and just bending it around and shooting yourself in the ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would we do this to ourselves? I don't understand.
And here we go. We got Hawaii. You cannot. It is illegal to be appearing in I really am a fucking mess today. Appear in public wearing only swimming trunks.
It's Hawaii, though.
I know.
It's Hawaii. It's a fucking beach.
I know.
I would think you would walk around all day in the bathing
I mean,
suit.
I don't even know. And last but not least, in Ames, Iowa, it is illegal to take more than 3 gulps of beer while lying in bed with your wife. I think I've mentioned that one before, but yeah.
What if it's my cousin?
What if she's ugly? you need a few more than 3
What
gulps.
if the doctor prescribed this shit?
Yeah, that's funny.
If anything, it should be anybody but your wife. why not be specifically your spouse? Why is that?
Yeah, right. So that's weird sex laws, ladies and gentlemen. Why don't we take a break and we'll come back with a lot of news. Stay tuned.
Tricks, well, these are non-toxic clouds that exit your lips. Oh yeah, yeah. White Plains Vapors, located at 210 Mamaroneck Avenue in White Plains, New York. Visit our location and choose from a wide selection of exotic flavors.
Are you sick and tired of being sick and tired?
Yes.
Does the stress of daily life seem just like too much?
Yes.
Are you simply fed up?
Yes.
Do you wish you could just make it all chill out?
But how?
Well, then you need a Royale grinder. Royale Grinder is a jumbo-sized 2.5-inch diameter premium 4-piece herb grinder that fits in the palm of your hand. With 50 closely interlined, everlasting chunky teeth that will keep on shredding whatever enters your chamber.
I can use it for all my herbs. Thanks, Royal Grinder. I'll never feel shitty again.
Order now at www.royalegrinders.com. That's www.royalegrinders.com.
You're watching the Zadaza Entertainment Network on ZenLive.tv.
Ooh, yeah! Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I would have given you one of my patented screams to open up the second half of the show, but I got a little bit of a sinus thing going on, so I'll hold that off for you till next week.
Yeah.
All right.
When we're live, when we're actually live.
Thank you to all of you who have participated in our T-shirt Ustream. Our drive. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for supporting the show. Go ahead and download the podcast at iTunes. We'd really appreciate it. All right, big shout out to our friends at White Plains Vapors, ladies and gentlemen. Quit smoking today. Make this the day. It's gonna be a tough summer to get through, but I'll tell you what. When you're on the other side, it's gonna feel like $1 million. Also, go visit our friends at Royal Grinders. You know, we understand, like, you know, it's thatching season for landscaping. You know, so when you're out, if it's a long day of thatching someone's lawn and you just want to unwind and just have a nice corn pipe filled with tobacco, go to our friends at Royal Grinders, and you can grind
Dry herbs.
Well, I don't know. Herbs doesn't really go that well with apple smoked tobacco.
It's
really
just
good.
how they label some of the stuff when you go to the smoke shops and stuff. They're like, for dry herb smoking.
For
Like,
dry herb smoking.
What are you gonna
yeah.
fucking smoke oregano, dude? Come on,
Oh,
come on.
yeah.
We all know what it's for.
Hey, someone tossed me that bottle of Hungarian paprika. I really appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much for supporting our sponsors, ladies and gentlemen. We are simulcast around the world. And
Tuesdays at 8 for everyone
Tuesdays at
listening on the podcast. Sorry to interrupt. Just wanna Tuesdays at 8 on ZenLive.tv. There's the Dolls Entertainment Network.
write down the number 914-595-4871 to talk to us live on the air. And finally, I would like to give a big shout out to myself. It was a big week at work. I landed a really big account, which I'm really excited about. If anybody out there has a small business or knows somebody who is moving, who owns a furniture shop, owns a fixture shop, moves any kind of general freight, I'm your guy. I specialize in international, special products, anything of that nature. So please reach out to me at joerockstar@brokenfilter.net. And Joey Bear, back to you.
All right. Broken news. We're going to give you a very long news today. We only got the 3 stories last week. I feel like we were shorted. We didn't bring the world to you through the Broken Filter Live channel.
This is our responsibility.
It's our responsibility to tell you what the fuck's going on. Because our news, the broken news, is the shit you don't see fucking over and over and over and beat to death on the normal news outlets. You know, like, how many different times can you hear President Obama had to fucking tie his shoe?
Yo, can I bring up this one story that was not on the radar that I thought should have been?
You want to open up with it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Shoot it at me,
This
man.
isn't on
Let's
the
go.
normal list, but I heard this coming up, and I was fucking just blown away by this. Remember that story last week about that rancher from Nevada who was who stood his ground and the government backed down afterward?
Yeah, yeah.
And all the right-wing conservative talk show hosts were like, this guy is a hero. And I thought he was a hero, too. I'm like, fucking yeah, dude. Stick it to the man, right? So this one reporter hung out to get one more interview from the guy before he left, right?
Yeah.
So he gets the guy in front of a mic, and he asks him questions about this, and that, and all of a sudden, the last thing he says is, and I do have one comment to make about black people.
Oh, no.
And he goes off on this horrifying rant.
Yeah, what'd he say? What'd he say?
Do you want to know?
Of course. I don't care.
He says he's...
Leave the slurs out, but yeah, go ahead.
Well, dude, I don't exaggerate when I say this. He goes, well, one time I was in New York City, and I drove past the projects, and I saw a bunch of black folk hanging out in front, drinking in the middle of the day and doing all this kind of stuff. And he goes, they were really just better off when they were working on the plantations.
Oh, no.
He straight up fucking said this to a news outlet.
No.
And guess who didn't want to include that particular detail in their news report?
Can you just fucking
all the right-wing conservatives?
Yeah, everyone on Fox News was like, okay, we're not going to play that.
Yeah. Hannity was tailing an American flag from the back of his F-150, and all of a sudden he's like, whoops, I'll just put that away.
Yeah, honestly, what was the fucking facial expression on the news reporter when he said that shit? Probably like,
he said, come again?
Wait, what? Oh, man. These people, these Donald Sterlings of the world, man, just stop. Stop. We're past that shit.
Give them 20 more years. They'll all be dead.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Just let's get past it. And the gays, too, man. Leave the gays alone. If I hear another person say that it's a choice to be gay, it's not. You can tell someone's gay when they're 6 years old, man. Yeah. It's not a choice. It's who they are. Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Let them do their thing.
Listen, 10% of the population are left-handed. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
You know the funny thing?
What? No, it's not.
What I was going to say...
Lord, I apologize for insulting left-handed people.
What I was going to say about the gay marriage and everything, like, come on, like, just let them live, you know? Like, for example, like, the funny part is, too, is all these, like, I'm not going to let them gays ruin my life. Like, it's not your life. Also, if you're a single guy and you're worried about two gay guys getting together, it's more women for you.
Exactly, yeah.
You know?
And number one, too, is if you ever went to college and if you learned about Propaganda 101, the number one thing that the media does is try and divide. Mm-hmm. And what story is happening every week? There's something that aims to divide us. We aren't talking about the soldiers in the VA. We're talking about stupid shit.
I saw a really funny meme that said, if your browser history has lesbian porn in it, or you've ever jerked off to lesbian porn, you're not allowed to oppose any gay marriage.
Hey, very fair. Yeah.
I was like, that's great.
Definitely.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think everybody's browser history has lesbian porn in it, to be honest with you. Well, let's be serious. This is America. All right. Let's get to the actual news that we compiled here. That was a good switch. Switch it up on us, Jones. That was good. All right. Here's the story. We're going to start off with Florida man drives naked, masturbates in attempt to entice trucker, cops say. A couple weeks ago, we did a creepy Craigslist misconnection. Remember that, Jonesy?
Yes.
When the guy was talking about how he's like, you saw me jerking off on the highway, and I just wanted to know.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
I just wanted to know if you were into it, or whatever the guy said. And this reminded me of that. This guy was in Boca Raton, Florida. Obviously, Florida, because people do some real fucking legit stuff down there. People do some real genius things down in Florida, like punching the clown while doing 90 down the highway. He was arrested April 14th by highway patrol troopers. They received a call at about 12:49 a.m. reporting that Evans was masturbating while driving down Interstate 95, according to the arrest report obtained by this news outlet. The caller, a semi-truck driver, said that Evans was completely naked behind the wheel and seemed to be matching the speed of the rig. The semi-truck driver told police that Evans seemed to be enticing him. It says, seemed to be enticing him, in quotations.
Candy cane.
I kind of wonder if he was like,
Candy cane. Yeah, come on. Candy cane.
Or did he throw him a wink? All right. So, what are your thoughts?
That's
on
fucking
that?
great, dude.
Yeah.
He's like, nope, come on. It's kind of like that Dane Cook sketch where it's like, all right, Estes, you finish up and get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. I'm just saying how creepy it is that he was like right next to him. He's like matching the speed of the semi truck.
Yeah.
like, yeah.
The guy's got about 20,000 pounds worth of freight on his fucking trailer.
He's on his third overnight fucking drive. He just wants to get to fucking unload his cargo and fucking just take a fucking nice long nap. And here's Corey Evans. Dropping fucking loads all over his steering wheel.
He's to drop his load.
Throwing winks at him. God damn it, Florida. Get your shit together.
Florida is so huge.
For fuck's sake,
It is
Florida.
so big, but they universally agree that they're all just going to be creepers.
Yeah, man. Florida's in a whole nother state of disarray. It's unbelievable. I think we should just do Florida news. We did Faker Florida. We got to bring that back, but we should just do Florida news every week. I wouldn't even need to look as hard for the obscure stories that we bring to the table. I just go to Florida news outlets. All right.
A trucker furiously masturbating? You know, it's like it wouldn't even cross your mind. It's like
Corey Evans furiously masturbating, enticing trucker with winks. All right. Chase Bank is in some shit, or they're gonna be in some shit. They're canceling porn stars' accounts.
Unacceptable.
They're just canceling accounts, no notice, or they're giving them like a 14-day notice or 10-day notice to find another bank, but they're like, yeah, heads up, we're closing your account because you're a porn star. But they didn't say because you're a porn star. They just said we've chosen to discontinue business with you.
I would think they could sue over that.
I believe it's going to be happening. I think
of course it is.
They're tax-paying professionals, and you know what's the funny part is almost. Remember before I said you shouldn't be allowed to oppose gay marriage if you've jerked off a lesbian porn.
Yeah.
This is like right along the same lines.
Yeah.
Because the executives at Chase Bank have seen Stormy Daniels or Tegan Presley taking it deep down the fucking Hershey Highway. And then they're going to fucking turn around and say that they can't bank with you. Like, come on. Get the fuck out of here, Chase Bank. I have a Chase Bank account, and I'm getting out. I have a Bank of America as well. And Chase's fees are just out the asshole,
if I was the Empire from Star Wars, I'd invest with Chase.
They just sucked the money right out. Yeah. You know what they did to me? I had $400 in the bank account, right? And then I guess you have to have a $500 limit in the checking. It was like my backup. It was
That's
like
the minimum, yeah.
It's a little nest egg backup account, you know? And so they started charging me like $50 a month or more because it wasn't over the $500 minimum. And I turned around after a couple months, or, a few months, like 3-4 months. Fucking all the money was gone. And then it was overdrafted from their charges.
Yeah.
And now it's like -3 something. I'm like, motherfuckers.
If anything.
What happened? You're supposed to hold my money for me.
Yeah.
You're supposed to hold it. That's your job. What the fuck?
What I don't understand is when it comes to banking of that size.
Yeah.
I think they're missing a huge opportunity here, because when you've got millions of people investing in your bank, wouldn't you want to give some back in order to bring more bees to the beehive? It's such a huge opportunity to get more people involved.
But they don't need to because it's fucking Chase. They got everything.
Yeah, man. They're like
it's not a monopoly, but it is.
It's Chase Bank. They're the big time. Big guys.
Well, why wouldn't they invent a hedge fund for someone that's mediocre status or something?
I like Bank of America. I don't get those stupid fucking fees for not having $500 in my checking account. Who the fuck are you to tell me I need $500 in my checking account? Fuck off.
I was listening to this broadcast about how to become rich,
and
they say it's a very elementary, very baby step. But one of the smart things to do is have your backup account in a local credit union, and then use all of your direct deposit to go straight to an online banking account because there are 0 fees, and when the market recovers, the savings rate, interest rate will be higher.
Yeah, I never thought we were going to be talking about interest rates on Broken Filter Live, man. Hey. we took a turn. We talked about morality, neck tattoos, black people on the plantation,
some banking strategy.
This is one fucking weird show, ladies and gentlemen, and it's about to get weirder. I got another story for you. An Osama bin Laden lookalike bar owner in Brazil has changed his chain of bars. The name, I don't know what the name of the bars were or was, but since everyone thinks he looks like the Al-Qaeda, the ex-Al-Qaeda leader, he decided to change his bar name to Bin Laden and Family. And I'm not kidding. His bar chain is Bin Laden and Family, and the whole thing is Middle Eastern decorated, and he walks around and he looks like Bin Laden. People take pictures with him, but
there are drapes hanging from the wall and shit. Right?
That's offensive as fuck to me.
Let me just say this though: it's only offensive to Americans.
Yeah,
it's only and the flip side is America is more offensive to other countries.
Oh,
you know what I
way
mean?
More,
so
way
it's
more.
like people go in there. It's like Disney. It's like ha ha ha. It's like it's just not offensive. It's only offensive to us.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's true. we don't walk on eggshells for everybody else. I guess there's no
we
reason
don't.
for them to do
No, we
it,
have a
right?
military base everywhere.
Yeah.
For a reason.
But I mean, Bin Laden, come on.
Yeah.
He was the world's number one enemy, you know? 'Cause he was blowing shit up all over the fucking world, not just us. I mean, he really hit us hard, but you know, we obviously know how that turned out, motherfucker. SEAL Team 6 up in this bitch. Brah!
The last thing I want to do is after all this, the last thing I want to do is go nose deep into geopolitics. So we'll go to the next story.
Next story. This one's fun. A 16-year-old girl faked her own kidnapping to try to win back her ex-boyfriend. Florida teen, Florida teen, Ankita Lavender. I feel like that name.
What's her name again?
Ankita.
I'll own that one.
Ankita.
I'll take that one for the team.
She's white.
No.
Yeah.
Ankita Lavender?
Ankita Lavender's a white girl. Yeah.
That should be a whole nother segment. White chicks with black names.
Ankita, Ankita Lavender. That honestly, that screams ghetto. That screams ghetto. But anyway, so her decision making was a little ghetto here. She called her dad a little after 7 p.m. A couple Tuesdays ago and told him that she had been abducted by two men in a pickup truck. According to local law enforcement, after her 911 call, she called 911 as well, she shut off her phone. So the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office sent out 40 deputies and a helicopter to search for her. A few hours later, they found her lying on the side of the road, less than a mile from where she said she was picked up and taken. And after being questioned by police, she admitted that it was all a big hoax.
Oh, yeah.
Because she needed attention from her recently...
Oh, great.
The recent boyfriend that she broke up with.
Aww.
These kids these days, man, they're finding all new ways to get attention,
She's so
and it's
vulnerable.
killing me. Oh. It's fucking killing me. Like, I mean, that... No one 20 years ago would have thought to do something like that. No fucking way. Like, my dad would beat my ass. No way.
This is probably where my old man boss kind of chimes in, you know, like it's the same kind of mentality where, you know, 14-year-old girls with all the toys. Same mentality why the mafia can't keep any decent guys because they all grew up with central air conditioning. You know, they don't really
Yeah.
all the guys that were in the mob,
Central air conditioning and Wi-Fi.
They came from Red Hook, Brooklyn, living in a fucking tenement, you know?
Yeah.
So they're like, "Man, I don't care about jail," you know, but
yeah.
But now it's like, dude, I have a ductless air conditioning unit in my room. I'm not trying to go steal a truck leaving JFK right now.
I want to see if Ankita Lavender got her boyfriend back. You know, nothing like acting extra crazy to fucking get men back. That's the female mentality. Like, I know what I'll do.
Yeah.
I'll do something more batshit.
Yeah, doubling down, baby.
I'm doubling down on batshit crazy right now. maybe after I fake my own kidnapping, I'll kill his cat. He'll love that. You know, like fucking, come on.
Or like
honey.
maybe when they find me, they'll wrap me up in a blanket, and I'll see my boyfriend off in the distance or something.
Just come
Maybe
running
that's-
over and hug and oh god.
I love that in every movie, everyone gets wrapped up in a blanket when the paramedics come.
Like at the end of
love
Die
that.
Hard.
Yeah.
It was in California.
Yeah, we're in Southern
It's fucking
California.
70 degrees, perpetually 70 degrees, and there's fucking John McClane wrapped up in a blanket.
Like you can see all the humidity in the street from the street lights. You know, what are you wrapping up in a blanket?
Don't worry about medical attention. You fucking have glass in your feet.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that blanket on you. You'll be fine. All right, what else we got? We got Natasha Blasik is an actress. She claims to have had ghost sex and is finding it really pleasurable.
What?
Yeah, she said she had sex with a ghost. Ukrainian-born actress is scaring up lots of publicity after making this outrageous claim. She said she's smoking that shit, man. She said she had sex with a ghost twice. She's married, so, I mean, is that cheating?
Yeah, but the first thing you said,
Yeah.
she's an actress.
Yeah, she is an actress.
She's an actress, so.
So she was on on a morning show, like a British TV show, and she just started talking about this ghost sex. She's like, "Oh, I felt the body on top of me. I was just laying there, and I just let myself go and enjoy it." I'm like, "What the fuck?" First of all, if I felt a fucking presence, on top of me.
This ghost is fucking
dropping fucking loads. Okay. So if I felt something could crawl onto my bed, I wouldn't just be hanging out. I'd be fucking freaking out.
I'd be like, spider. Look
Yeah,
out.
get the fuck out of here. So she said I was lying in my bed and I felt something enter the room and I couldn't see anybody. I could feel that somebody was touching me and the hands were pushing me against my will, and I could feel the weight of the body on top. So she fucking ghost is a little rapey.
So it wasn't like this poltergeist threw into a full-blown pile driver on the floor off the end of her bed? Like it was, she just felt a presence on top of her?
She said a couple months later it happened again. Wow, I mean, I don't even know what to say. Kesha said this too. Like Kesha, the singer, she said she had sex with a ghost too. What's wrong with people, man?
Peculiar story.
Yeah.
I mean, and to go public with that, like if you actually did, have an intimate encounter with a ghost.
If I was her husband, I'd be pissed. I'd be like, whoa, so you're telling me you just felt a body on... You're telling me you felt the fucking body on top of you and you do nothing about it, huh? You know what I'm saying? Like,
listen.
You fucking let the ghost cock all up in you? Fucking that's it? That's all you did was just lay there? Take it? Like a little fucking whore that you are?
I try to come around every Tuesday and you punch me in my face.
Yeah. Anyway, so she takes the deep dicking from Casper.
My goodness.
So that's an interesting story.
Was there any more detail on that? I'm really curious about that.
No, she just was. I think she freaked out the people on the. It wasn't something she was like that. She like pre-screened the conversation. She just brought it up. She's like, "Oh yeah, I had sex with a ghost once or twice." Like, okay, the producers were over there like,
yeah,
cut the shit. Get that bitch off. All right, so that's the ghost sex story. We have. What kind of time check we got here?
I wonder how many hits that would get on RedTube.
We're at 45 minutes? 47 minutes. Okay. We got about 2 or 3 more stories we'll get to, and then we'll do some viral videos. This is a good story, and this is going to spark a whole lot of debate. I want Gypsy to chime in because we needed someone to break the tie on this conversation. Me and Jonesy discussed this earlier.
Yeah.
Captain America impersonator, the guy at Universal Studios, the guy that dresses up like Captain America, he got arrested for sexting an underage girl. Now, when I say underage, I don't say 12, 16. She's 16 years old. He's in his late 20s. See, he sent a picture of his penis. They said they were going to meet up at a mall. Her dad found out, got really pissed about it, so they're pressing charges. Now, my argument here is 16 is the legal age of consent in like 20 states, right?
Right.
Not in Florida.
Right.
So if this happened in like Alabama,
right,
he'd be fine.
Right.
No, but now it's happening in Florida, and he's fucking gonna go to jail, and he's gonna have to tell all his neighbors when he moves into the fucking
sex offender,
the new house.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I just think that's shitty. I think, and also these 16-year-old girls these days, man, you can't go to the mall and not feel like the creepiest fucking dude because they're rolling around in short shorts, crop tops, halter, like tits out, nipples poking. I mean, they're 16. You're like, oh man, I can't even go pick up some fucking T-shirts at the mall without.
I completely sympathize with that, and one of my arguments I was telling him before is that I used to bartend, and I used to bartend Sweet 16 parties.
Yep.
And like you'd see.
Oh god.
And I mean, you look at these girls, and these girls went to the salon, and they made them look like women.
Yeah.
And you go to yourself, you definitely get a little, your squirrel food takes a quick jump real quick, but. Then after that, but what a 16 girls, what her head is like.
No. First of all, 16-year-old girls I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying it's a tough spot. They're batshit. All women are batshit, but then the mid-teens is just a whole nother level of fucking hormones flying around. God, I can't even imagine what goes on in a 16-year-old girl's head. Well, it's a lot of hello, OMF, OMFG, ha 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 ha, but like, I literally can't. Oh, my God.
The melodrama is, like, ridiculous.
Yeah. Did you see what Stacy said to me? That bitch. Stop. Anyway, So my argument here is that 16's a legal age of consent on like a bunch of states, and this guy's gonna get fucking locked up, man.
Yeah, it really sucks. I mean, maybe something like that can at some point get to the federal level. You know what I mean? So at least it's universal across the board.
I think 16 should be the age of consent. I mean, you know.
That's all you.
I don't know.
If you can start driving a car,
yeah, you should be able to.
You should be able to decide whether or not you know. You can get down and dirty. That's what I think.
So because you can drive an automobile, you think you
well, driving a car, you technically have people's lives in your hands.
So you should be able to create life if you can take it away.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's a good point.
Like you're driving around in a fucking big old metal bullet that you could fucking kill somebody with at any moment.
All right, how about this? All right, I'm going to concede to this, all right?
Okay. You disagree. I can tell you disagree.
How about if you are 24 years old and 364 days old, then you can absolutely go ahead and go for the 16-year-old.
But if you're 54?
But if you're above 25 years old, you have to move on. You've got to wait till they're at least 18.
I gotta like that. Like there is an age like you can be older and she could still be like 16.
Because like when I was in college, like one summer I was a camp counselor. And there was a couple of 16, 17-year-olds I would have just fucking gone bananas on. It would have been a disaster. It would have been disgraceful.
This is such a bad conversation.
But I was 21. You know, like I'm still like in that sort of frame,
I got you.
You know?
I got you.
My blueprint was different. When you're 25, you know, all of a sudden you start thinking about, you know.
Yeah, you're an adult.
Life together, yeah.
Right. I think another point I'd like to make is people need to stop sending dick pics, man. Just stop the dick pic stuff, man. Unless you know, you're full. I mean, just stop. I mean, sending dick pics to people you just met is like the fucking brain functions is not there, man. You're not thinking.
The idea of a 35-year-old dude sending a dick pic to a 16-year-old, I can't wrap my head around that.
No.
I can't do it. I can't.
Oh man. So Captain America is banging a 16-year-old. Actually, no. He never even did anything with her. That's another thing.
What do you guys think about what if like everything was legal at one age, like driving, cigarettes, alcohol, sex at 16, like everything on the same age, voting, everything, 16, 18, or 21.
Well, I have to say that the 21 for drinking, but you can enlist in the army at 18 is bullshit.
Yeah,
because you can go die for your country, but you can't have a beer. I think that's bullshit.
Right,
and you can also choose. You're responsible enough to choose the leadership of the fucking
free world, right?
Yeah, free country that we have. Right. You know, you could put Barack Obama in his fucking high horse, his high throne to cluster fuck our country up, but you can't go have a fucking cold one. You're not responsible enough to have a cold beer. I mean, don't get me wrong. Kids at 18 make stupid decisions anyway. You know.
Yeah, but I mean, if they can send you to fucking
Afghanistan, get fucking roadside bombs and shit.
Well, all I can think of is that scene from Full Metal Jacket in the beginning. You know, if as a society we've decided that you can go there at 18,
right?
I don't see why you can't go to the store and get some peach schnapps.
Right.
I don't know. Like, I just doesn't seem like...
You can go to Afghanistan and disarm fucking roadside bombs.
Yeah.
But you can't fucking have
or you can't stop off and get a bottle of Zambuca for your family at Christmas.
Right, right. That's what I'm saying.
Seems kind of weird.
So that's bullshit. We have Samuel L. Jackson. Let's get to this story, and then we'll wrap it up and go to some viral videos. Porn stars are really pissed off at Samuel L. Jackson. He was doing a... press conference. I'm home stretch here. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it. He was doing a press conference for Captain America 2, and they said, "What do you think the most popular or the greatest achievement of the last 50 years is?" And joking around, Samuel L. Jackson said RedTube. And for those of you that don't know what RedTube is, it's a porn website. It's a free porn clip streaming website.
And Samuel L. Jackson's a cool cat, you know what I mean?
Apparently Scarlett Johansson fucking fell off her chair laughing.
He was probably like, yo, RedTube, man.
Yeah.
I was like, yes, I would have been excited.
Yeah. You know? I think he's fucking funny, Samuel L. Jackson. But do you know what the L in Samuel L. Jackson stands for?
What?
Motherfucker. So he said RedTube, and these fucking porn stars went bananas freaking out saying that RedTube is piracy and blah, 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 and that people should pay for their porn and all this bullshit. And they're like really like calling for, not all porn stars, just some of them are calling for like a
what?
Calling for a boycott of his movies and shit. Which, come on. First of all, he's in the biggest blockbuster movies, so like, let's be serious. No one's boycotting it over porn. First of all, the porn star told me to do it is never something that you should fucking follow in life. You know, that's just not something you're really gonna stick to. But yeah. So apparently, RedTube was really excited about it.
Yeah, right.
You know, Samuel L. Jackson name dropping for you. But
RedTube.
Yeah. So the porn star's really pissed about it, and they want him to publicly apologize and say that RedTube's bad and piracy's bad, and then they said they'd send him like a catalog of free porn, which defeats the purpose of the whole concept of I think the argument they're trying to make. You want to know what, ladies? He doesn't need your free porn because he's got the internet.
And he gets bitches.
Yeah, he is like freaking, you know.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to our viral videos. Wheel of viral
videos. I'm sorry, but your iPad died, so I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, that's all right.
We had enough for one day.
We're okay. I want to do the short one. It's the female cop grenade.
Oh yeah.
So this is a police training facility in Brazil. There's a female cop. She's got to throw a grenade. What?
Ai, senhor, que faz merda! Caralho, senhor! Meu Deus!
Wow. You can stop it now. Fortunately, nobody got hurt.
He's an asshole, an asshole.
She fucking's like, over her shoulder.
She had some pine tar in that grenade.
Holy fucking shit. The guy is like, you can see fucking people are fucking freaking out.
Bugging.
Oh my God. First of all, I don't want to get into a sexist argument, that might spark this insanity, but women just generally don't throw as well as men. It's just, something that I would say. Yeah, it's just not a practiced thing.
It's almost their shoulders are designed a little bit differently.
Yeah. But, yeah, that's just bad news bears, man. First of all, why are you training with live grenades in large groups of people just hanging out in a fucking field?
Can we do a couple of demo runs first?
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Let's just spin the wheel and keep it moving, huh? Walrus booty. Nice picture. It's an afternoon at the zoo. Oh, that ass, though.
Go make me a cheese sandwich.
Go make me a sardine sandwich, bitch. Move it along, honey.
Give me a smelt.
It's almost like he's saying, get that skinny ass out of here. Get that skinny white ass out of here, bitch.
I need a smelt.
We already did that one. Come on. We probably have time for one short one. Oh, circus accident. Circus accident. This is ugly. This is not funny. This is just Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey Circus. Some acrobats. Hanging from the ceiling. And they fucking fall. Yeah. There's 9 acrobats or 10 acrobats hanging from this big old fucking thing, hanging from the ceiling of the big top, and that shit dropped like 30 feet. Fucking landed right on top. Just
awful.
I think 9 people got injured, and everyone's alive, so that's good. I wouldn't show a snuff film on Broken Filter Live. Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, death.
Stay tuned for overtime where we'll be doing snuff films.
Snuff films at Broken. No. Yeah, so I think everyone's fairly okay. But that shit's scary. We have time for one more short one? Nope. We're going to wrap it up. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're listening on the podcast, Tuesdays at 8, we're usually live. This is a pre-recorded show because I'm going to a concert Tuesday. But we're usually live on zenlive.tv. Like us on Facebook, Broken Filter Live. Twitter, Broken Filter 1. Blah, blah, blah. I'm hungover. I'm done. Jonesy.
Stay out of the sand traps.
Have a good night, folks.